Okay, keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
I want to show you my first ever painting.
All right.
Okay. Open your eyes.
Oh, that's a lot of colors and shapes.
So be honest. What do you think?
Well, I like how if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Here, why don't I hold your paintbrush while you call them?
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
Hi, I'm Stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Erin Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic,
a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone. We're back.
I mean, it feels like we've been gone for a very long time.
I know.
I was just lamenting, like, there was so much that happened that I don't even know how to, like, approach it or talk about it.
And I took 0 notes on literally anything.
I, like, tried to take notes, but there was just so much.
I could barely keep up with the text messages and emails of my real life. I, like, could not take notes on anything. It was really bad.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It's been a long week. 2 weeks. It's been a long 2 weeks.
Long 2 weeks.
Yes.
Well, how are you?
I'm great. I had a great week. I got married. I had a great wedding. I had a super fucking great wedding, actually. People at work keep, like, stopping me and are like, you got married. Good job. How'd it go? The guy who got married the day of my bachelorette party.
Yeah.
We had not actually run into each other.
Crush?
Yes, my work crush. We had not actually run into each other until yesterday. And so he was like, congratulations. When I got back to work, my boss had gotten everyone in my office to sign a card for me, which was really nice. And, like,
especially since your boss sucks.
My boss sucks, my job sucks, and, like, I feel like people don't know who I am or what I do, even though I'm the only person in my department and, like, a crucial part of our operations systems, but whatever. So she got everyone to sign me a card, and the guy who got married on my bachelorette party day, Mario, wrote me a note that was like, congratulations, I'm really happy for you. Being married is really awesome. And I was like, oh, this is, like, a nice perspective from someone who also just did this. And it's like, thank God this is over. So we, like, ran into each other in the hallway and we're talking about it. And he was like, how do you think your wedding went? And I was like, you know, when we decided to have a wedding, we said we wanted people to leave afterwards and say it was one of the best weddings they had ever been to. And a bunch of people said that to us afterwards.
That's awesome.
And it was great. And, like, also, you made that happen.
I only crawled under tables in my bridesmaid's dress. And
I know. You fucking made that happen. That's why I thanked you in my speech. I was like, these people made this happen. This is for real. Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. And then we went to fucking Shimmer on Saturday. I was in a coma. I got married on Friday, and then I was in a coma on Saturday. I was so fucking tired. Michael and I sat on the couch. We listened to Tape Machines Are Rolling. They were doing a panel about, like, a 1990-something tournament that was terrible. It was, like, the end match was Macho Man versus Junkyard Dog. It was, like, a terrible tournament. So we were listening to them talk about it, and we were both in, like, such an I can't move coma that we were like, we're just gonna put this tournament on and, like, listen as we watch this, and just sat for, like, 2.5 hours. And my parents brought us all our gifts, and it was just, everything is everywhere. We haven't put anything away. We're so fucking tired and so busy that we haven't done shit. And then on Sunday we went to Shimmer, which was super, super fun.
I love going to the Shimmer tapings, but, like, even just sitting
so
there,
exhausting.
Like, it's exhausting. Because
like,
it was noon to, like, 6:30. Like, that's an insane amount of time to watch wrestling.
Yeah, and, like, you were there the whole time I was on Friday, so, like, we had this super full day.
And Saturday, I did not sit around.
Yeah, you went and looked at venues on Saturday.
I looked at venues, and we did the dinner thing, and I had a late night show. Yeah,
like, it's been a very, very busy
I know,
week.
I called off of work yesterday because I was like, my body is, like, shutting down.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'm
sick. Do anything.
Or if I'm just exhausted, but, like, I have to not go to work.
Yeah, it's been very, very exhausting. I've had a bunch of people ask, how was it? How was your weekend? I was like, 10 out of 10. Hope to never do again, honestly. I'm like, I don't ever want to repeat this. It's exhausting, but it was super fun. How are you, other than being exhausted and possibly sick?
Well, I feel better because I, like, took the day off yesterday, so I feel much better.
Smart.
I'm good. I worked your wedding essentially.
Yeah, basically.
And then delivered an excellent slam poem.
Excellent slam poem.
I love how Alex, who no wrestling at all. I really loved your slam poem. Cool, Alex. Thank you.
I mean, it basically was.
yeah,
It was great. I'm really glad you gave me your copy. I'm glad I have a copy of it to put in our wedding box. We're just taking that purple box that we put all the guest book pages in.
Yeah.
And all of our wedding stuff is going in there.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It's like a trunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Worked out really well. I'm going to put that in there. I'll probably paste it to the top of the trunk. It's going to be great. Woo!
I really felt like a mic drop moment, but I was like, I'll just gently hand it to your sisters.
Yeah.
Because I was like, only 1/3 of the people in this room understand anything that I just said.
His brother asked us, what are the quality of these mics? Can I mic drop? And I was like, please
do
don't. Please don't do that.
No, I know, I never would. There was a moment, because I did a Dusty Rhodes quote that had the word daddy in it, and I was like, oh, half the people in this room don't understand what's happening. I should have taken out the daddy.
I loved it though.
That was the one moment I was like, oh, weird.
I loved with yours and Devin's speeches, there were pockets of laughter all over the room of people who was wrestling fan, that person's a wrestling fan. It was great.
Yeah, that was
I
fun.
loved it. Yeah, it was super fun. And also we had the best DJ ever. He was so good.
Yeah, he was really nice too.
He was super nice and
all your vendors were nice
that party
except for
up.
Wanda. Because I talked to them all. And then
I know.
I was like, Wanda.
Our venue manager was bad.
She didn't do anything.
I can't believe she left during dinner service. How do you
need
leave
to
during dinner service?
Wait until dinner is done. Everyone knows that. I used to run a venue. I was like, bitch, I used to have your job.
Did you know that Devin was the one who finally found the catering manager and was like, what's going on? Where is the food? And the catering manager was like, I don't know. No one has ordered the next round. And Devin was like, please send the food out. There was a 25-minute gap.
Devin.
Yeah, between the salad and the pierogies and mashed potatoes, and there was a 25-minute gap because no one ordered the kitchen service to come out because Wanda left.
Yeah, you guys need to leave her a bad review.
I was shocked.
Scathing.
It was so weird because
Also, she was so weird and informal too, guys, when she said goodbye. I watched it
Yeah.
and I was like, I used to have your job. You are doing bad at your job.
And Michael was like, I didn't understand that she was leaving. And I was like, yeah, she just left.
I know he thanked her in his speech and I was like, Michael.
Yeah.
In any other circumstance, I would say good job, but not right now.
Yeah.
Fuck Wanda.
Well, it was also weird because we had a meeting about it later and we're like, she was so nice and attentive to the two of us and was just horrible to everyone else.
So rude to your mom.
I know. It was
That's
so
when,
weird.
That's when I was like, in other instances, I was really trying to bite my tongue because I
You
was
were keeping it
this
together
is not
really
my
well.
job. But then after I saw her be so shitty to your mom, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be mean, but I'm gonna fuck with you, Wanda.
Yes.
So
It was so
I would
weird.
talk to the vendors like I was the venue manager, and
They treated you like the venue, which
I
was
was
kind of nice, honestly.
doing all the work.
You had your shit together, which was nice.
I was
And you also
really
didn't
funny.
have a
I,
poncho you were going to light on
went up,
fire.
Yeah, I know. I went up to your mom and I was like, you can tell me to sit down at any moment, but I physically need to take over and also somebody also needs to take over.
Yeah.
So you can tell me to sit down, but this is I'm taking over.
When she dropped off all of our stuff the next day, she dropped my sisters off at the train station and she was like, we'll be over at 11:30. And I was like, I'm going to die. This is horrible. And then she texted me and was like, never mind. We're dropping your sisters at the train at 4 and then we'll be over after that. And we were like, thank fucking God. So she came over and she was like, I really need you to send me Alexis's address because I'm going to send her a card. And probably more than that. And I was like, okay,
She doesn't
yeah.
need to do that.
That's what I said. I was like, I bet that she'll appreciate it, but don't feel obligated.
Yeah.
Stella is really good at her job.
Fine.
Yeah.
Everybody knows my name.
Yeah, Stella's really good at her job. Did I tell you about how my sisters took me aside and asked me who Stella was?
That's so funny.
Megan.
Your sisters who all just stared at me all day, and I was like, "Hi guys."
Yeah, they.
The youngest sister could not stop staring at me.
I'm telling you, she had a ring of keys moment. I swear to God, she looked at you and was like, "I can be that bitch." What?
It's like, "Hey, Kaylin, what's up?"
She's 16 and was like, "I need to be this human." Oh my God, 10 years I
Or
will
she
be.
was like, I need
My
to be
ring
not
of
this
keys.
I need to not be this woman.
No, that is not what was happening. I'm telling you right now, she had a ring of keys moment and was like, I'm gonna be this bitch, I swear. Her quote, I made those inked cards for my sisters, and one of hers was an 11th Doctor quote. And she was just, I was like, Stella's into this. She was just like, I'm so nervous. This person's
I know,
so
she was
cool.
so nervous.
She
I
was
tried to
very
talk to
nervous.
her.
Oh yeah, she was super nervous. She's a very nervous person because she's 16 years old. But they took me aside at the rehearsal dinner and were like, Erin, who is Stella exactly? We know that's Alexis, but you keep saying Stella, and we're very confused. And I was like, it's the same person. You can use either name. It's her name for burlesque. And they were like, oh, cool.
She will respond to both.
That's literally what I said. I was like, you can call her Alexis or you can call her Stella. She will respond to either. And they were like, okay, we were just really worried. We didn't know who this person was. I was like, no, it's cool.
That's really funny.
This mysterious sixth person in my wedding party that you don't know about.
That's really, really funny.
It didn't even occur to me. I was just like, oh, everyone knows who's Stella. Oh, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool,
That's
cool,
funny.
cool.
I had this like really weird internet victory on Monday.
Yes.
So
they're so satisfying.
At my nanny job, I put on it's not satellite, but something. But they have like a music channel. It's called Music Choice Hit List or whatever. And I put it on in the morning because like I can't listen to baby music and like
Fuck that.
Yeah, so we just listen
Baby
to music.
doesn't know, who cares?
Right. The baby loves Bodak Yellow, which is hilarious. It comes on and she like turns around and like walks to the TV and I'm like, yeah, baby, get it. But so they have this thing where like they'll play the song and then they'll like play pictures of the artist and then like, did you know fun facts of them?
Right.
And for like months they've been playing Praying by Kesha and had 2 facts for her. And the facts were, she appeared in the Katy Perry I Kissed a Girl video and she thought the $ in her name was ironic. And that's it. But every other person had like a million facts and like people who I don't even know. I'm like, Kesha's like, Kesha, how dare you? So I finally had enough after months. I tweeted at the Music Choice Twitter and been like, you need to get your shit together. How can Kesha, who is a queen, have 2 facts, and one of them has to do with Katy Perry? Fix this. And they tweeted back, they were like, oh no, we have lots of Kesha facts, there must be a glitch. And I was like, whatever, this stupid intern. And then the next time it came on, so many facts, not one fact repeated. And I was like, this is a victory for all of us.
You made that happen.
I know. And I was like, this is me, I did this. Because I waited months because I was like, well, they're just gonna like
They'll update it.
Yeah. Or like maybe they didn't play Kesha songs for a while because of all the trial stuff and like but I was like, no, we need to shut this down.
That's so funny.
So I had this hilarious internet victory where I was like, I did this and I can see my handiwork. I am an internet hero.
Yes. The best feeling.
Yeah. What wrestling shirt are you wearing?
I'm not wearing a shirt today. I'm wearing a brand new snapback hat from Shimmer. It's purple and green.
I didn't even see you buy that.
Oh, I flew off to the stand at intermission.
You bought another snapback too, right?
Yes,
From
I did.
Rosemary?
Yeah, I brought a Rosemary one. I flew up the stairs. They were at the top where I awkwardly had that conversation with Tommaso Ciampa at the literally exact same spot. I went up to the stairs, and it was while they were announcing that the turnbuckles were on sale, and I accidentally walked right in front of them. And was like, hi, do you have any hats? And he was like, I'm sorry, I need to hear what's going on over here. And I was like, I'm so sorry. He like shuttled me to the side and was like, I'm very sorry. I really needed to listen to that. What can I help you with? And then sold me this hat for $25. And
it's a great hat.
It is a great hat. I fucking
Shimmer
love
is a good logo, and then like the purple, like I'm not into snapbacks, but that's a good hat.
Yeah, it looks really good and like matches all the purple stuff I have. I got this one, I got the Rosemary one, which I really like.
Yeah.
I like that it's that like mirror image, R's and M's. Like it works super, super well. I love it. I think it's great. Also, she's terrifying.
She's the best.
She was like up in her corner, like, here's my Hive shirt. And I was like, can I please have a baseball hat?
I know, I bought a patch from her. I was like, I don't even buy patches, but like I have $5 and I want to give it to you. So
like
give me a patch, I guess.
Committed to non-traditional wrestling merch. Like I have so many shirts. And also now I have like 8 hats. So I kind of have to back off on hats for a second. Unless there are some exceptions. I will make some exceptions. I kind of want a villain hat or an elite hat. I can't decide.
Villain.
But I have a Marty shirt I bought from him, and I only have one Young Bucks shirt, and I don't have any Kenny Omega shirt.
That's fair.
So I kind of feel like I should buy an elite hat because it's equal profit among them. But at the same time, like, also the villain hat is super cool.
Choices.
So many choices. So many black hats now. A month ago, I was like, I don't have any black snapbacks, and now I have 6. It's great.
That's funny.
What are you wearing? You look comfortable as fuck.
This is the most comfortable thing. So I'm wearing a sweatshirt, non-traditional wrestling merch, not a t-shirt.
Non-traditional.
It's Sienna's. It says Sienna's School of Savagery, and then it's got a little pinkies up. It's amazing. It's too big because she ran out of mediums, but she also was bleeding from her face.
She's like dope as fuck.
And I was like, I want a medium and I want a weight, but also you're bleeding a lot, so here's $40.
I know, right?
And
Also,
it is
like,
so comfy.
did you get big, right? A bigger size?
Yeah, it's a large.
I
so
feel
it's,
like if
big.
you're gonna get any size in a sweatshirt, you should get a size up. That way you can wear another shirt under it.
But
So you
I
have
wanted
that
a
like
medium.
But it looks
the
good.
Stupid bitch in front of me bought it.
it looks really good though. Like I feel like if you were wearing a medium right now, it would look too tight.
Yeah, I mean, and it's so comfy.
It looks very comfortable.
I've
Also,
like
it looks
worn
like,
it and washed it, and I'm wearing it again. Like
it looks like the Rydell High shirts from Greece. That like color
Oh,
pattern
kind of,
of that
yeah.
like burgundy maroon
just
color.
love the like pinky. I love that it also
Yeah.
doesn't say pinkies up; it just has the pinky.
Right. I like that it has
Sienna's
Detroit,
School
Michigan
of-
on it too. Like
Yeah,
it's
and
good.
it's got when she started wrestling, established 2008.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's really good.
Yeah, it's
if I was
great.
gonna buy anyone's sweatshirt, I considered buying her School of Savages T-shirt, but like,
Shotzi
white
is a pretty cute sweatshirt.
I've considered her sweatshirt because I don't like her T-shirts. Like, I love Shotzi, but I don't need a shirt of her holding pizza. Like, I just don't need that. It's just not my thing. I don't need that. Like, but I would be more willing to buy a sweatshirt for sure. I would buy a Shotzi hat. If she had a ballsy badass hat, I would buy that thing in a fucking second. Like, I don't care. I have so many. I don't give a fuck. Print it any color you want. I'll buy it. Bright green, boom, I'll buy it.
Boom, I'll buy it. I also got a Jessica Havoc shirt.
Finally.
So I went up to her and I was so nervous. Like, so nervous.
When she tossed the ref and he was like, oh my god. It
Yeah.
felt so real and visceral. I was like, that's really how I would react if Jessica Havoc suddenly grabbed me.
Yeah.
And that is, when she passed by us that one time when we were talking about her nails, she like grabbed me to move me and I was like, oh my god, I'm so scared.
She's so scary.
She's very nice, but
So I
she's
was
very
like,
scary.
Okay. And I was like, I almost didn't do it. And I was like, that's fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah, got
go
it.
talk to her. So I like made Bobby come with me. And I was like, hi, really awkward question. I ordered a shirt from you in June and I like never got it. And she looked, her face, like, it took her a second and she was like, she like totally knew what happened because
Yeah.
she had told me, she was like, I hired somebody to do my merch when I was in Japan and they
Oh.
really fucked up.
Yeah.
And she was like, I've had this happen several times. I'm so sorry.
Aw.
And I was like, oh, it's okay. I really honestly, like, I figured that that's what's happened. Like, I
Yeah.
never was like that mad, but like,
This bitch
Well, I
won't give
mean-
me my shit.
well, I did email her a bunch. So after a while, I was like, okay. But
But it makes sense if someone's handling
right.
all that stuff while she's in Japan
does.
that they'd be like, goodbye.
So she was like, well, you can just have one of these. And I was like, oh, I hate this shirt. And then I was like, okay, can I have a small? And she was like, I don't have smalls. And I was like, fuck, I'll take a medium. So I have this giant shirt that I hate the design of. But it's fine. I still have a Havoc shirt. And she was like, well, I only have this medium. I was like, that's fine. I'll take it. I'll like cut it into a crop top. And she was like, okay. I was like, yeah, we're bonding. And then she gave me 2 hugs.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So we're friends now.
Did you get a selfie with her?
No, I was so nervous, Erin.
Okay, all right.
I kept
I mean,
it
you got
together.
2 hugs. I don't know.
Yeah, I fucking kept it together. But like,
So you had an Erin moment where you were like, I can't handle
she's
this.
scary.
She's very scary.
She's so nice, but also like scary.
Yes, I totally agree.
I did get a selfie with Sienna because I was like, your face is really bloody. I look
So
terrible.
amazing.
I look terrible in the photo, but I was like, we gotta do this. And then
Yeah.
I also was like, Sienna, if you ever do an eye makeup tutorial, I will watch it. And she goes, oh, okay. And then I was like, bye. But also, your eye makeup is flawless.
I loved it. Oh, also, did you get a chance to meet Dee, the woman who was sitting behind us, like right behind us?
No.
She is Heineken Rana on Twitter. She has a private account, so sorry, you can't all follow her. But she follows us, and so I went to sit down in front of her, and I was like, "Are you Dee? We're like Snapchat friends." I was like, "I'm Erin Klein." She was like, "I know who you are." And I was
funny.
like, "This is so strange," but we were like all
Did
fun.
you give her a koozie?
No, we were like trying to figure out where everyone was sitting. She had 3 seats next to her, and I was trying to get you and Bobby to come up, and you
Oh,
wlike
yeah.
off, and I was like,
Because I was just like, we have to sit.
I know, I was like, everyone needs to sit, it's fine, it'll be fine. But we were like getting into the corner, and I got like pushed into the corner, gave Rosemary my money, and like collected my hat and like scurried the fuck out. She turned around and she like looked at me and she was like, "Did you get everything you wanted, or did they push you out of the corner before you needed it? Because I'll get you back in there." And I was like, "You're the best wrestle mom I've ever met in my life." She was like ready, like, "Did these motherfuckers push you out of this corner? Bitch, I'll put you back there." And I was like, "I'm fine, thank you."
Remember that cool teenager that made me really uncomfortable at
I
Chicago?
know, she was there.
Well, me and her had a moment, and I was like, "You're not that cool," because she was like, it was me and her waiting for Sienna, and obviously Sienna took a moment because she was like bleeding from her face. But I was like, I really want that sweater, so I'm gonna wait in line. And I was the fucking first person there, and then I got jostled around, and this stupid idiot was in front of me who got the medium. I'm sure they were very nice. I was just mad. But she was like right next to me and like kept trying to like push me out of the way, and I was like, "I am in line for Sienna. Are you?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Great, you can wait behind me." Cool teenager. I am still an adult. Step off.
We need to meet this cool teenager and be like, "Listen, you're very cool, but also what's going on here?"
Yeah, you're not that cool.
You have these cat ears and this cool hair, and like, who are your parents exactly?
It was just funny that I was like, "I've idolized you from afar, and now I will tear you down."
Right? Like, how dare you be this close to me?
She's so pushy.
Good for her. Good job, teenage girl. Do that.
But not to me.
But not to me.
All right. Well, it's hard to talk about Shimmer, but the one match that, I mean, there were great matches. Nicole Savoy's
so
the Shimmer
good.
champ, which is fucking
Oh my
amazing.
god, I jumped out of my chair like I had been electrocuted. I couldn't
too.
even believe it. I was like,
It was amazing. And also, like, it's really smart. So, like, Shayna signed with WWE, so the trifecta is in effect broken.
Yes.
So then they brought on Aja to be a part of the trifecta, but then they kind of ousted Nicole by saying, like, "Oh, you're the third member."
which is weird because it's hard. Like, we talked about this before, too, that, like, Shimmer releases on such a weird schedule that when you get there, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
What's
but I
the
think people who watch
storyline?
the downloads, like, they just get that.
Right,
Like,
and
it's
so it
just
was
part
like-
of it. And because the results are released.
And it was easy to pick up on that, but it was also strange. Like, the last time we were there in July, they were filming like 91, 92, and this was like 98. So there's several issues away from the last time. So last time it was like Trifecta Super Strong, Vanessa and Tessa are the Mountain of Destruction, or fucking whatever they're called. Mount Tessa. And so
I think
it was,
they just broke up that weekend.
yeah, and so it was weird to be on the other side of that and be like, I don't know what's happening, but it's great, and I'm super into
We
it.
also missed the previous day.
Right. So it's weird to be like, I'm very confused, but I'm super into it. I'm here for all of this.
Right. I just think it's smart. So they bring on a third person who is also like a bruiser, like Shayna, but then they oust Nicole or like force her to quit by saying that she's number 3.
You're number 3, yeah.
Right. And then like, who knows what's going on with Mercedes, but like, it's just a smart move because Aja's not going to come back to every Shimmer taping.
No,
like
absolutely
she's not. Mercedes, who knows what's happening? Like it is such a smart move.
Like she's done.
Right. It's such a smart move to have it to put it on Nicole. She's a crowd favorite. She's fucking excellent. She works really
name recognition.
She works really well as a face too.
Yes, she was so good as a heel, and yet somehow I'm like,
so good as a face.
Why? You're so good at this.
I love her.
And like I met her at that
I love her so much.
Rev Pro? No, not Rev Pro. That
No,
is not the company.
no,
Zelo.
Zelo.
The Zelo show that I went to, and like she's funny because she's like she's green enough that she's like, I have fans and it's weird and I'm like sort of strange about how to interact with these people, but it's like so charming and so nice that it's like, I'm so happy to see you when you're young and new and you're fucking amazing, and like I'm so happy that she got to be featured in the Mae Young tournament, even though
she did well in it.
And she did very well in it. And
I mean, she
so
lost to Candace.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like, and it was excellent. And so to be able to see her like this and to watch her be able to grow over the last even year has been like insane, and it's super exciting, and I want to see her go very far and do very well. Also, bitch, get some shirts. Where are your shirts? I want
she has
some.
shirts online.
But bring
I
them
put
to
one-
your shows.
I've
I've been to 3 shows with her and she's never brought any shirts.
Okay,
And
I
I'm
was
like,
gonna say, like, she could have had some on Saturday because people had run out
no,
of
she
stuff.
doesn't bring shirts to shows. That's part of, like, we went
Well,
to
it
that
costs
one.
money to print them to sell them. So, like,
Yeah.
who knows her, like, financial situation.
That's true, but, like, now she's the Shimmer Women's Champion, and, like, I feel like that should be an indicator. Like, bring some shirts, I will fucking buy your shirt.
One of her shirts, because I ordered it, and then I ordered a large, like, whatever, a men's large or whatever. But I asked for her shirt and Tessa's shirt for Christmas. So
Yes.
from somebody who doesn't understand wrestling, so hopefully I get those.
I'm gonna give very
We'll see.
specific gift ideas to
I
people
know.
this
I
year.
was like, these are the things
I would like
I
that
want.
Becky Lynch Barbie, and I would like a villain hat.
I did ask for the Brie Bella Barbie.
I would really like a villain umbrella, but I also do not want the one that looks like a gun. At
Yeah.
all. In any capacity. I cannot believe that they thought that was a good idea.
Oh, like, I get it. You're the Bullet Club, but also, like, shut it down.
Also, do not do that. Like,
Aren't you from England? Shut it down.
you're from England where guns are not like a cool thing that people do, so it's weird that you would do this. And also, like, black people can't carry this. Like, you.
Also, like, there's a mass shooting every day, so maybe, like, calm down.
Yeah, also, if there's a mass shooting every day, maybe don't do that. But it's also weird that you wouldn't think for a moment, like, half our audience can't fucking carry these
Well,
without
they're
being.
all white dudes. So.
Well, okay. A third of our audience
No,
cannot
I'm
carry
saying
this.
all the people
Oh,
in the elite, like...
You're right,
Well,
you're
I guess that's not true, because there's...
Well, no, because, like, the
black
Bullet
people
Club
in
is...
Bullet
yeah,
Club,
exactly. So it's weird that no
I'm just
one...
thinking of, like, the ones that are in the,
of
the,
the
TV
like,
show.
being the elite TV
Yeah.
show. Yes, I agree. But it's weird that no one thought, like...
Tomatonga is so
How
high,
can you
guys.
carry this in public? Like, no. No.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
It blows my mind. I can't believe that they thought it was a good idea.
So that match was really good. The, like, Tessa-Vanessa breakup was really
so
emotional and very good. I love Tessa so much.
Oh, she's
it very much felt like her last show there as Shimmer.
She said goodbye. She said goodbye. Like,
Yeah.
really clearly, not as a
I know
heel,
she has dates
said goodbye.
booked in January for independent stuff, but, like, maybe it was just, like, by the time the next Shimmer taping is, I will not be available.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Or, like, by the time the next Shimmer taping, like, their storylines are not going to be able to continue past this.
Yeah.
Like, I could
And
go
it was a
to
very
the next
definitive
taping.
thing.
Yeah, it felt very definitive.
Mount Tessa broke up, and then Vanessa won in a lumberjack match. And
Well, Mount Tessa broke up, and then Tessa was like, fuck you, you're nothing without me. Vanessa challenges Tessa to a lumberjack match, and then you get the conclusion of that. So
Yeah.
it's not just like, this happened and it's over. It was like, here's this very clean and
Yeah, yeah.
concise breakup of this team, which... good. And like we said before, mixed feelings about the new tag champs at Shimmer.
oh, yeah, because it's
Love
Delilah.
Delilah.
We love Delilah, and we are not fans of Leva Bates.
No, she was better this weekend. I will say that, like,
Agreed.
as a wrestler,
Agreed.
this gimmick works
in-ring
for her.
work was better, yeah.
This in-ring work was better. I feel like our complaint before, and my complaint still about her, is I think that it's very selfish as a wrestler to have a new gimmick every single time you wrestle and require the people that you're
and
wrestling
it's, like,
with
kind
to
of
learn it.
annoying as a fan, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's like, it was interesting at first, and then it was like, this is rude. Like, I don't know what your finisher is. I don't know how to tell because you have this different gimmick every time. It's very,
Yeah,
like,
it's annoying.
I just don't care for it.
As we're recording surrounded by, like, action figures and comic books and, like, tons of costumes, like, I obviously get it.
Yeah.
I just, like, don't need it,
It
in my
feels
wrestling.
like listening to Jay and Miles explain the X-Men at the beginning when they talk about Jubilee. No,
Kitty Pride.
Kitty Pride. Yeah, where she, like, her costume changes all the time, that it becomes like a meme and like a drinking game almost, where it's like, bitch, pick a fucking costume. What are you doing?
But the important thing
because
is
she's
she
like a
does
teenager.
land on a costume.
Yeah, because she's a teenager who grows out of that phase. But like Leva Bates does not feel that way. She feels like an adult who cannot land on a gimmick, and it feels weird and like
Well,
totally
her gimmick
tubular.
is cosplay.
Yeah, and like totally tubular tag team. I like that specific realm of cosplay. But this like back and forth on like, I'm this wrestler, I'm this video game character. It's like,
It's a lot.
yeah, I just don't like it. And so this containment I could deal with. And like, if it's Delilah, I can see
Whom
how
we
she's
love.
like, yeah, and I can see how Leva was like, I can be part of this and make this cosplay gimmick work inside of the confines of Delilah is an 80s superstar, basically, which I love, and I think it's fantastic. Also, I want a Delilah doll really bad. Like, they're so weird. They kind of look like Macho Man Randy Savage, but they're Delilah, and I, like, fucking love them.
Why didn't you get one?
I didn't have enough money. I bought 2 hats.
They don't have an ATM in there.
Yeah. I told everyone in the car there was no ATM, and everyone was like, there's definitely one.
I told everybody in the text message.
I know, and I was like, I don't know why you guys think there's one there. There's definitely not.
Yeah, I put it in the text
It's a bingo hall. I don't know why there's not a fucking ATM there. It's very weird.
AEW was like, fuck this place.
Well, they're not there now.
The match that, like, blew me out of the water, which was my favorite match of the whole show, was Rosemary versus Mia Yim.
Oh, so good.
I mean, I've obviously seen them wrestle a fuck ton during TNA and stuff, but, like, man, they just have such fucking good chemistry. It was so fucking good.
Yeah, they did a great job.
It was so good.
Oh, they did a fantastic job. And, like, they're both great wrestlers. So that's part of it, is, like, they're both fucking excellent. And also, like, even outside of knowing what the storyline is surrounding this, it felt so good organically.
Well, because
it didn't matter.
Storyline outside of everything, because not every Shimmer match has a storyline. But
right. So there's stuff that builds to the matches in some ways.
But Mia and Rosemary, like, they have a, like, cross-promotion feud.
Yes.
Like, it is just a personal grudge feud.
Right,
so it, like, lends itself to just a random match.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just so excellent. I just love them. I
so
know,
good.
Elle, that I owe you a Rosemary list. I'm getting on it. It's literally written on my list of things to do. News. So much.
Oh my god, where do we even fucking
Let's start with Lucha Season 4 approved.
Lucha Season 4! It happened on my wedding day!
I know.
There's a hilarious boomerang of me jumping in a Lucha shirt, getting prepared for my wedding.
Yeah, you were just wearing that shirt, too.
I was very excited about it.
It was a cool video, and I like that. It makes sense that it's Johnny, like, in the middle.
Yes, I completely agree. Also, speaking of Lucha, another very good match from the Shimmer taping was Evilise versus Saraya Knight. Saraya Knight, yeah. Like,
Mixed feelings on Evilise.
yeah, exactly. She came out and I was like, you're so talented, but you have really trash opinions. And like,
You just run your mouth.
and you run your mouth, and it's very hard to separate from that. I don't know how I feel about this, but Saraya's the perfect person for that. Like, put that bitch on the outside and beat her ass.
Their match was very different than anything else
Exactly.
that happened on the card, because it was like a brutal.
It felt very
thrown into chairs. The crowd had to move. It was a very
oh my god!
like.
I had
it was
to move Tiffany. I was like, please come over here. You're gonna get crushed.
It was like very much. I mean, there was that run at AEW where every like main event was Sami Callihan throwing people into the audience.
Sammy and
It felt
Tommaso,
very much
Sammy
like that.
and,
Yeah, it felt very much like
Penta,
that.
yeah.
But it was Saraya and Evilise, and it was dope.
It felt
And
very
they both have like
appropriate.
the same hair color. So
It was really
funny.
confusing. They were across the room, and Dee and I were both like, I literally can't tell
Yeah,
who
you
the
would just see
fuck
like a
this
flash
is.
of hair, and you were like, "But whose hair is it?"
I know, it was great. I thought that they did a fucking fantastic job. I will also never get over the fact that Saraya Knight looks like she is 15 years younger than she is. It is.
She's the best.
It is a violence.
Bobby
keeps you
popped
young.
so hard for her. It was so cute. Because I took Bobby, like, that was his birthday present. Was
Oh,
to go to
okay.
Shimmer.
Smart.
Yeah, because I for his birthday, I was like, I'll just buy you tickets to a show that you want to go to. And then I gave him a list of the shows that were happening, and we picked Shimmer. Because you get 2 shows for one, essentially. Because they're what,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
$30? Like, you get 2 shows.
Yeah,
so we
it's
did that.
$15 a show, basically. Yeah.
That
Bobby
was really
came and
good.
sat next to me for the second show, and I was like, "I'm so sorry, you have to watch me untangle my hair." LOL. Can't. I
Your
can't.
hair that's no longer there.
It's no longer there. That I Did you see the floor when we were leaving?
16 inches.
I pulled so many
That's
hairballs
gross, Erin.
out of my hair. There were like 6 hairballs, like big hairballs on the ground.
That's gross.
It was
Somebody had to clean that up.
No, because people stepped on them and dragged them out of the building.
Well, then a bird now has a nest.
Yes, exactly. It was good for the environment.
But Lucha Season 4 approved, coming in 2018.
So excited.
Very
I'm
excited.
So fucking glad.
Very hope Dara's alive.
Me too.
But it's going to be exciting and interesting to see what they do with the people that are no longer there, and also like how they restructure it, and like who does come back, and that'll
Who
be really
they
interesting.
add also will be very interesting. Like, we have all of these options now for people who don't work for major companies that are now open to sign. Maybe Lucha will have actually learned their lesson and not try to sign people to 6-year contracts anymore, and we'll be like,
sure they did.
Here's a year or 2 years, and we'll figure it out from here. Like, that's the way to do it. And so I hope that they're bringing in more people that we like get a variety of it, because they do need it. Like,
Well, Puma's
they lost
not
a
going to
lot.
be there, obviously,
Yeah.
and then I can't imagine they'll let Sexy Star back.
I don't know, Vampiro's her bro, so maybe. Yeah, so I feel like
but I feel
she's likely to come back, actually.
But even if she does come back, I feel like they're not going to get the audience response that they want.
Yeah, they're definitely
But I guess
not.
they can edit it because it is a TV
exactly.
show.
So
But they're not going to get the audience response that they want.
No, they're not, and it's going to be weird. Like, turn that bitch heel. I will boo the fuck out of her.
We will boo the fuck out of you.
You bitch.
Paige and Alberto broke up?
Thank God. Another
never
wedding day miracle announcement.
I never confirmed that, but somebody did text that to
Yes,
us.
I saw that a bunch of times. A bunch of people were like, did you see? Yes.
So that happened, and Paige is probably going to be on Survivor Series.
Yes, she was supposed to come back in Raw as the surprise.
Well, there was apparently heat because she posted a picture with her and Alicia.
Yeah, which makes me think she's now coming back on SmackDown, which honestly, good. Put her on fucking SmackDown. Like, you have Asuka on Raw. You did just fire Emma and Summer Rae, who were technically part of the Raw roster, but bring other people up. Like, you don't need to put Paige on that brand.
No, you
also,
don't.
have Paige and Charlotte fucking fight each other.
Right.
Like, they have this history. You fired Emma, who she has this other history with. Like,
Right.
you might as well take advantage of this.
That could have been so good.
I know, it could have been so good. I heard that Emma's asking price is high enough that Progress was like, no, we don't want to work with you. Which is really
Emma.
unfortunate. But I get it. Like, Emma can make a lot of money doing things other than wrestling, so it makes sense that for her time, she's like, you gotta pay me. Like, I got paid bullshit for working at this company for a super long time. You have to pay me. I'm like, I get
Yeah,
it.
but I feel like you need to be smart about it. Like, ask for like ask for a good
Yes.
ask for a good rate. Don't lowball it, but also like you ask for a good rate, you get in with a company, you work your ass off, and then you can be like, yes, now give me this rate.
Yes, but she's a woman. And so I feel like she's probably requesting a rate which is pretty standard for men who are well known, and they're like, but you have a vagina.
I don't know. We don't know how.
We don't know why exactly, but I do know in general, as something that happens a lot in both WWE and indie promotions, women are drastically underpaid than men.
Oh,
are.
absolutely.
So I feel like that's part
I mean,
of it.
I don't know a lot about Progress,
Like,
but I feel like they're ones that are probably better.
If Wade Barrett asked for the same amount that Emma is asking for right now from Progress, they would say yes. I don't even know what she asked for, and I know that that's true. Because
You really think that?
Absolutely. 1,000%. Absolutely. Like, men are treated differently than women are treated, and pay is 1,000% indicative of that. And I've heard that complaint from a lot of indie women that when they do challenge their pay and are like, what the fuck, you're
Do
paying
you
me
think that
half
from
of the
a
men.
company that is pretty progressive, like Progress is like that?
I do. Honestly, I think that Progress is working in the right direction, and like they've added their
This
women's
comes
belt,
from two people who don't watch Progress.
yeah, exactly. And I think that that's part of it too, is that from an outsider's perspective, it's like, it is weird to be
Well,
like,
I've watched 4 chapters.
well, I mean, to be, I still, as an outsider's perspective, to be like, I know if Wade Barrett was like, I want to wrestle for your company, but this is my asking price, that they would say yes. Like, that's how it is.
Very sure.
I
am
am
less sure.
Well, it's also part, like, Wade Barrett is part of the Being the Elite series now. Like, he doesn't wrestle anymore, but if he requested what Emma did, I bet they would say yes, because he has name currency, and, like, Emma's a lady. So it's weird to, even places like Progress is also one of the places defending Braun. Like, that's a thing. Like, they are a progressive company, and I do want to support them in many ways. I think that they make very smart booking choices, but I think that they are old school wrestling in a way that does line up with those things, that it's like, guys, really? What are you doing here? Like,
I feel uncomfortable making these
I don't wanna make-
assumptions because I don't know enough about that company.
That's true. But I am comfortable saying that kind of stuff about AEW, for example.
Yeah.
Like, if Wade Barrett and Emma put the same prices on the table for AEW, they would accept
Absolutely.
Wade Barrett. And so, like,
I agree with that.
so that's kind of the same thing, where it's like, Progress is different, but it is still a carny company. It's still wrestling. It's still run by carnies
That's
who
fair.
act this way. And, like, their price points might be different, but it's the same bullshit. And, like, I feel like this, you know what? This is some news I'm going to jump into real quick, too. Also, like, there is a flood coming in wrestling. Like, we're about to get the same flood that's happening in Hollywood and the same flood that's happening everywhere else about sexual abuse allegations. So, like, get the fuck ready. Like, that's a thing that's fucking coming. And if you are not gonna be cool about it, get the fuck ready. Like, there are people in wrestling who you're gonna be real uncomfortable with, that they have shit coming, and it's gonna fucking happen. And, like, watching companies defend these people makes me understand that they treat women differently, even if they say that they're progressive. Like, fucking even Ring of Honor, like, motherfuckers, you don't have a women's belt and you're gonna try to come back in 4 months and tell me that you treat women the same when you have all these sexual assault allegations coming out? Bitch, I don't believe you. Like, putting that out right now, like, they don't treat women the same. And to say, and when we have to accept this later when these floodgates open, like, just know right now, that's bullshit. Like, and it blows, and I'm, like, ready for that. Also, I've had to, like, come to terms recently about the allegations, air quotes, against Stone Cold, against his second wife. Like, he abused his second wife, and to have to come to terms with that is very, very difficult. And, like, I have accepted what happened with him because I think he's truly atoned for it. And, like, his third wife is a very strong woman who seems to have, like, set her boundaries on that.
Not that his second wife wasn't a strong
was
woman.
not. No, absolutely. But his third wife is specifically, like, I believe these things, you gotta get on board with this shit. And so it's, like, that shows personal growth in a way that many people who are accused of this do not do.
And also he, like, admitted it. Whereas, like,
exactly.
a lot of people who have allegations against them don't admit it.
Exactly. Absolutely. And unequivocally admitted it, too. It's very different than guys who are like, I used my fame inappropriately. Louis C.K. And it's like, there are lines, too, of, like, you have to demonstrate that you've gotten better. You can't just accept
I feel
that this
comfortable
shit's
with the
happened.
Stone Cold stuff for the same things.
Exactly.
I also agree that I feel like...
It took me a long time to come to terms with it, and now I'm like, okay, I understand these middle points. If literally anything else ever happened with him, gone, done. Drop him like a fucking bag of rocks. Like, that is a line I am comfortable drawing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, you say you've gotten better, and I believe you, and I will accept that. But if you show me fucking anything to say that you're not better and this has all been a lie, bye. Gone. I will burn all those shirts. I don't give a fuck. Like, I would, like, love to set things on fire. I will absolutely burn this shit. So, that's just like a note I want to put out there that, like, this reckoning is coming. And, like, 4 months ago, I would have said, no. Like, we'll never see anything. No chain could undo this. But we're in a time right now where I feel comfortable being like, this shit's happening. This is fucking coming. And we need to be ready for the fact that we gotta disavow some people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready to disavow Sami Callihan. Sorry, it fucking happened. Like, I'm comfortable saying that I'm no longer comfortable supporting him. Like, and I'm ready to set a list, I guess. I had someone tell me today, like, you have to disavow all the people, like John Lennon and Mozart. And I was like, yeah, okay, bye.
Yeah, I mean, who's still on board with John Lennon, to be honest?
Fuck that asshole, he beat his wife.
Yeah, fuck John Lennon. Like, we disavowed him a long time ago.
I know, exactly.
Also, like, controversial opinion, I'm not a Beatles fan.
I like the Beatles, but it took me taking, like, a master's level class on the Beatles to be like, I get it. Okay, I understand how you were, like, innovators, but we're,
I mean, I could understand how somebody is an innovator and still not like their music.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That's part of why I appreciate it. I also like their old bops when they were like, we're 15, we're singing about having haircuts. I'm like, yeah, I'm into that.
You know, they always say that you have to, like, it's like the Stones versus the Beatles, and I've always been a Rolling Stones person. So.
See, I was always Elvis versus the Beatles, and I always picked Elvis.
Is that a thing? Elvis versus the Beatles?
Yes, definitely. Elvis is, like, part of their museum in Liverpool. Like, he was their main rival.
Weird.
Yeah,
I also don't give a shit about Elvis.
I love Elvis. He's the best.
Just don't give a shit.
Anyway.
I don't know what other news there is. This was tons. Sam and Kevin works at home, but now they're fine. Whatever.
God only fucking knows. Is it kayfabe? No one knows. Like,
who knows?
Who the fuck knows?
There's so much news. Who even cares?
Who gives a shit? I can't think of anything else that I'm like, we have to talk about it. Oh, here's something.
B happened. Did we talk about that before?
No, I'm so torn about their clothes. Like,
they're cute. They're too expensive.
$48 for a tank top? Are you fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Also, I love the Bee Fearless hat. Bee. I love bees. I'm all about bees. Fearless? Bitch, yes, that was my first original snapback hat. It's black and white? Bitch, yes. It's fucking mesh. Who wears a fucking
It's
mesh
a trucker hat. It's not a snapback. It's a trucker hat.
It's
That's what the mesh is.
Yeah, it's like, who wears a fucking trucker hat in 2017?
Nobody.
Nobody!
Oh,
I'm
also,
so angry about it. It's not in the description either, which is the worst part about it. Like,
James Ellsworth was released.
yes, he was released. I'm like sad about it. It's very. I would not have thought that even like 6 months ago. It seems so sudden. And we were talking earlier
It does seem
too.
very sudden. It seems sudden in the same way that like the Emma one. Like the Emma one makes sense. They were making an example out of her.
Yeah.
But the James Ellsworth one, I was like, what?
It's also weird because we were talking earlier. I thought his contract renewed in July because that's when he originally started working for WWE. Excuse me. But you said that that Cage Side reported that he didn't sign his until November, right?
I think he had like he didn't sign his like actual contract until November.
Right. Which is like, it's so strange to me that WWE would run him for like 4.5 months while he was fighting Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles on like a month-to-month contract, which is very weird.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's WWE. Fucking nothing is surprising, I guess.
Who knows?
Also, something we did not talk about because we didn't have an episode last week, fucking Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega are gonna fight at Wrestle Kingdom this year.
That was before we had an episode?
We did not report that.
I don't fucking remember.
We definitely didn't.
We've like talked about things, so it's like
I'm very excited about it.
It's very hard.
Do you think Vince knew about it?
There are conflicting reports.
I don't think so.
I feel like he didn't, and now there are reports that said he did because he's trying to save face and be like, yeah, I'm chill. I'm chill old dude. Mm-hmm. I get it.
Absolutely.
I'm super chill.
I feel like, because there's rumors that Jericho asked for NXT performers for his cruise, and Vince was like, nah, bitch.
And then Jericho was like, fine, I'll be going to Japan.
Bye. Yeah, because his contract expires in January, and then he goes month to month, and then like 2 weeks later, he does fucking Wrestle Kingdom. I also feel like it's kind of nice that Jericho, who has been fiercely loyal since 1999 was his last which was WCW, which doesn't even count. Like, outside of the conglomerate that has become WWE, it's been fucking 22 years since he's wrestled anywhere else, so it's bizarre that he's now doing this. But at the same time, it's kind of nice that Chris Jericho's like, fuck you guys. It does feel very much like you're not going to be loyal to me. I'm
but it also feels like I'm of a certain age, and even though I am the GOAT and I can do whatever, whenever, like, there is going to come a point where I can't do this stuff anymore. Yeah. And, like, I owe WWE a lot, but, like, I'm at a point in my career where I can have fun in a different way. Yeah. And, like, it was very clear that the Kevin Owens run was very fun for him. Yes. And he does the Fozzy stuff because it's very fun for him. Right. And, like, Wrestle Kingdom is something he's never done. He has the opportunity to do it, and it will be really fun. Like, yeah, great. He's in a position that, like, fucking no one else is in. Like,
I also feel like...
Let it roll.
I also feel like it's very possible that he had this rejection from NXT talent usage, figured out this Wrestle Kingdom stuff, and then told Vince, like, listen, fuck you, but I'm gonna do this Wrestle Kingdom, but I'll retire at WrestleMania. Like, I feel like his retirement will eventually be WrestleMania. Yeah. And so that, I also feel like, gives him leverage.
Want Kevin Owens to put him down.
Oh, yes!
Or even better, heel Sammy.
Ooh, that is good. I think it's better if it's Kevin.
Yeah. Festival of Friendship.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to have like a reuniting thing and then have Kevin be like, JK!
Through a TV.
LOL!
I'm sure there was other news. So we're not going to talk about NXT, or we're not going to call it TakeOver because our TakeOver predictions will be on Cage Side Seats per usual. I will say that I fucking love Billy and Peyton.
Yes.
That's all I'll say. I just love them so much. And Zelina, I think it's Zelina has been fucking killing it.
She's so good.
Killing it.
She's
also,
so good.
I do not understand War Games, but I'll figure it out.
It's two rings next to each other inside of a cage. They start out with 2 teams fighting each other, and then they slowly let one person from each team into each of the matches, but then they can like jump over the rings to each other.
That makes no sense.
It's very fucking confusing. I don't understand how they're gonna... Are they gonna have 2 rings the whole time? Also,
who fucking knows, man?
I think in War Games originally you had to escape the cage and then go to a 3rd ring where you had to pin someone, and that was how you won. So I don't know if that's what they're also doing.
This sounds dumb.
Yeah.
But NXT, I'm sure we'll make it.
It'll be fun because it's NXT. Right. And William Regal, whom I adore.
I know we're going to make the predictions, but like, who do you not even who you think, who do you want to win the women's belt? I do not want it to be Kari. I don't think she needs it. I think for two reasons. She just won the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
She hasn't been on TV that long, so I don't necessarily think that she's earned it. And I love Asuka, and I think her reign was very important, and that her and Kari are very different, but I think they need to have a wrestler who can speak.
Yes. Well, and I think Kari can speak.
I think she can, but they need
It's
to have
different.
They need to have somebody for a little while, like,
who can cut a fucking fire promo.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
because like Asuka and Kari, like Kari has to like smile and can point to her elbow, but it's not as Kari can't cut a promo with her smile. Asuka can cut a promo with her smile.
I don't know. I think Kari can. It's just we're in such a weird transitional phase that it's like.
Well, why would you want two promos that are the same then? Even if you agree that
Exactly.
she can cut a promo with
That's
her smile,
my-
which I disagree with.
My biggest complaint is that I feel like if they replace her with Asuka with Kari, it'll just feel like replacement Asuka. Like,
Yeah.
because they're both Asian women who are starting out as baby faces and may become heels later, like, I feel like people will just be like, oh, she's new Asuka, which I do not want. I want them to be very separate because they're very different characters, and I think
Yeah.
they deserve to have their own runs.
I just don't. I don't
Who's
think
all in the four-way? It's Kari,
Peyton, Nikki Cross, and Ember.
my gut says it's gonna be Ember, but I fucking hope it's Nikki Cross.
I really want it to be Peyton.
really want Nikki Cross.
Can you imagine how unbearable and amazing the Iconic Duo would be with the belt?
I'm worried that if they make it Peyton, it will be the Iconic Duo, and then they'll split them up, which I
don't
really
know.
don't want.
I feel like that they would have the belt together in a way that, you know how like
Are they freebirding it? I'm cool with that. If they can freebird this belt, I am so here for that. I
Yeah.
think that would be the best choice. If they can freebird it, make it Peyton, and then it could be both of them.
Right.
Which I would be super here for. But other than that, like,
Yeah, I don't want them to break up.
but like I love Ember. I really do. And she had a great campaign with Asuka. But I don't need her to be champ.
But I think Ember's character needs to be champ.
Yeah, that's true. Ember's character.
where do you go from here?
And especially after building all of this, like, I could have beat Asuka, and then I didn't, and then she retired. Like, to have her become the champ, I feel like she's a mountain that can be topped in a way that Asuka was not ever.
Yeah.
And so she's like human in a way that Asuka was a machine. So she can still be at the top, but then have to like fight, and then can lose to human trickery in a way that Asuka never could.
Yeah.
So I could accept that. But I think
It also
would be-
feels like this belt needs to hot potato for a little bit.
Yes,
NXT's
please.
belts sit on their champions for a long time.
fucking ever.
Which can be a good thing and can be a bad thing, but like this women's belt needs to fucking hot potato.
Absolutely.
I need a new
Need
champ
some hot
every
potato
like
bullshit.
2 months for like
Fucking-
a little while.
Absolutely. Every fucking takeover, I need a new champion, basically.
Yeah.
Like, do the shit you did with the Raw Women's title. It was effective. It made Sasha, Charlotte, and now Alexa look fucking fantastic because you hot potatoed
point.
it. Yeah, but you like... Think about it now. Like, you hot potatoed this belt back and forth 8 fucking times, and then now it's settled on Alexa and has been that way for a while, and so it makes this hot potato feel worth it. The same way the Cruiserweight did that for Neville, where, like, it hot potatoed for fucking ever at
Neville.
first. And then you get to Neville, and he feels strong as balls, and then now he's gone, so it feels like
Yeah.
you can't talk about how you did this thing, but it was very effective, and it did work very well. And so I think that that's part of rebuilding this NXT women's... Like, that's what NXT does. You have this strong division, there's a person who rules it for a bit, and then they leave, and then the division has this, like, broiling moment, and you hot potato it, and then somebody gets the belt, and then you have this, like, moment. And so they can switch between women's, men's, and tag division. Like, you let these belts sit on people in, like, a rotating manner, which works
Yeah.
really well.
But also like don't take it off of Drew.
Yeah, also don't take it off of Drew, I guess. I'd be willing to do that because there are so many people and so many new
But like
talent.
I feel like Drew could have it for a while.
But he got it right away.
I feel like he could have it for a while.
It's because you love him. But he already got the rub he needs. Like, don't you want him to lose the belt and move to the main roster?
No, I don't want anybody. I I don't want anybody to move to the main roster.
I'm so torn. And sometimes I do because I want to see them every week. That's the thing about NXT. You get this rotating talent where, like...
But sometimes they go up and you don't see them every week.
True.
And then you don't see them at all.
That's true. Sometimes you wait 6 months, like Kevin Owens and Drew Gulak, and then they're the greatest thing that ever fucking happened to the company.
205 Live might be the best show WWE
It is
has.
so good now.
This last episode, that tornado tag match was...
It was excellent.
It was so fucking good.
It was excellent.
It was so good.
Yep.
And then, like, Drew Gulak is just killing it.
They opened with Enzo and Drew Gulak. Like, that's amazing. I'm so happy for him. I love Drew.
And you know what? There are lots of problems with Enzo and whatever, but Enzo is, like, even Daivari said it, like, Enzo is getting people over.
He's doing his job right now, and it is excellent. That's what I want to see. Like,
how are you doing?
Oh my god, so good. So good. I just adore him.
I also like that there's the, like, Enzo picture going on, but then you have, like, some solid side feuds. Like, like, Swan, Alexander, Gallagher, Kendrick side feud is really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's making all of them look really good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like what we're inevitably building to is that Cedric and Rich Swann are going to turn on each other, and then they'll have a feud, and then Brian and Jack will move on to another group that they can build. Like, I think that's part of the thing with Jack Gallagher. Like, he's excellent. His character
evil British theme music is excellent.
He was great as a babyface, and he's great as a heel, and I think that he's paired very well with Brian Kendrick, because both of them can get people over. They understand how to engage with their opponents in a way that elevates the other person in the ring and in the promos with them. And, like, Jack doesn't ever, you know, this is like a really weird comparison, and I understand that, but he kind of reminds me of Mick Foley in a way where, like, his character is so defined and so succinct that he doesn't need a belt. And, like, when he gets the belt in 5 years, it'll feel incredible, and it'll feel like this amazing moment. But right now, what he's doing is building and elevating everybody else, and it feels appropriate, and it feels right for his character.
Let's not talk about anything that happened and just call it Survivor Series.
Okay, let's fucking do it. Who gives a shit?
Who cares?
First, did you watch Total Divas?
I only watched the season premiere. I know the second episode is a lot of drama.
It was.
The problem is, it's like Nick likes that show too, so we have to watch it together.
I know. I get to watch it alone at midnight. That's why I watch it alone.
I debated.
And we told Michael goes to bed, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this by myself.
I knew it was Lana drama. Was it good?
Yeah.
Also, fucking hashtag Team Maurice. Maurice was fucking right.
See, I'm a little torn between this because
Maurice is right. I will make a shirt.
I understand exactly how Maurice felt. But I feel like it's pregnancy hormones that made her fly off the handle. Because I don't
that's so fucked up. The way that Nia said it. Nia was like,
I don't think Nia was wrong. I don't think Nia was wrong. I think
pregnancy hormones. You are a hypocrite.
No, absolutely not. Because I think that the way that Nia said it was the same way that... I think the thing that was very consistent about Nia in both this episode and the next episode is that she was very upfront about what she thought. And I think that what she was legit asking...
shitty in the first one.
See, I thought what she was legit asking was... And this was pointed out when Miz said it as well. And I think that Nia meant it in a good way, and Miz was taking it in a bad way, where he was like, when you competed, you had 2-minute matches, and you did not get the same opportunities. And so I think what Nia was asking was this something you guys were allowed to do while you were part of this revolution because you don't wrestle anymore?
She had a lot of attitude when she said it that way.
I understand why you're saying that, but when I first watched it, I did not read that.
I did immediately. And I had not watched any Total Divas spoilers. I read it that way immediately, and I felt exactly like Maurice.
See, it felt very much to me like Total Divas cameras have asked us to have this conversation, and I'm legit trying to relate to you because I know nothing about you.
Which is also part of Maurice's fucking deal, where she was like, if you come in, you should do your research, and you should watch the women that came before you. Maurice is not wrong.
I don't think Maurice is wrong, but I don't think Nia was in the wrong either. I think it was a big miscommunication, and I think...
Team Maurice!
Oh, I think Alexa had the right response afterwards. Maurice was like, what the fuck? And Alexa was like, I don't even know what just happened. And I think that was the right response, where it was like, you're both right. Both of you are coming from the right place. And I do think it's legit, because Maurice finds out she's pregnant, like, next episode. So she's clearly already pregnant while this is happening. So I don't think it's
No,
sexist
because
bullshit
I'm not
to
pregnant.
say that.
No, I'm not pregnant, and I had the exact same read on that before they even went to that. When the way Nia asked it, my read was like, "That is shitty."
Oh, see, I didn't feel that way. I can understand how in that moment it feels that way. To carry it on as far as she did and be like pissed later, I think that was pregnancy hormones. That felt very much that way to me.
Stop saying pregnancy hormones.
Whatever, that's a thing that happens. Oh
But
my
I
God,
still
fuck.
think Nia was wrong,
No,
regardless.
I totally understand why you feel that way. I'm just saying, I think that is a legit thing that happens.
We have to move on. I can't do this. Okay. We're going to call Survivor Series.
All right, let's do it.
disagree about Total Divas. Lana drama, I will watch it. I'm sure I will enjoy it. Somebody said they felt bad for Lana afterwards.
I kind of did, because Mark Carano was so clear with her. Like, she clearly was trying to be like, but I can wrestle again, right? And he was like, no, you're done. You're never wrestling again. You
Which is
can't
not
do
true.
this.
She has wrestled.
It's addressed later where she's like, I'm gonna push it and I might get in trouble, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah. I can see why she was like, second episode, we should talk.
Well, I haven't watched it yet, so I will DM Lana once I watch it.
Yes, you should. I did feel bad for her. I was like, everyone is right, but they're being really mean to you.
Yeah. Okay. Survivor Series. Enzo Amore versus Kalisto.
I don't fucking know. I guess Enzo.
I think Enzo wins with some, like, interference from his Zoe train.
Yeah, it's gotta be Zoe Train people, for sure. I think
Zoe train.
Drew, maybe. I don't know. I want Drew to have the belt. I don't want him to defend Enzo.
Yeah. Sorry, Kalisto. It's
Sorry.
your birthday.
You had a birthday celebration and you didn't go through the cake.
Yeah, good for you. The Shield versus the New Day. The Shield wins.
Shield. It's gotta be the Shield. I feel like New Day's about to break up.
Don't. In this house, we respect New Day.
I know. It means Kofi will retire too.
In this house, we respect the sanctity of New Day.
Alright, let's talk some blasphemy for a second then. Who do you think will turn?
None of them. No one's turning. They're perfect. Roman turns.
It's not gonna be Roman, it's gonna be Dean. Let's get real.
Nick the other day, so Nick doesn't read Twitter or like listen to podcasts, and the other day Nick goes, I really like him, but Dean has got to figure out his hair.
It was so bad. I feel so bad for him. It looked so good when it was dry. Now they're like, you're part of the Shield, you gotta put the vest on and have the wet hair. And he's like, I don't know what to do with it. He keeps like pushing it down and pulling it back and like, oh no. Poor Renee probably has to listen to him every night, be like, I just can't figure it out.
She should help him.
How? Shave your head, Dean?
The Miz versus Baron Corbin.
The Miz. Obviously the Miz is gonna win.
Really? I feel it's very obvious the other way.
Really? I don't feel that way at all.
Miz's smarmy, like, ass character can take a loss, whereas I feel like there's going to be so many Raw wins and SmackDown losses that they're going to throw Baron the win here.
I don't know. I feel like the fact that Raw attacked SmackDown right before Survivor Series kind of points towards SmackDown being the one that sweeps.
But Raw's about to turn 25.
But Raw's going to turn 25 after the Royal Rumble, where I feel like they will set up those matches to make Raw look really strong. SmackDown may win the Royal Rumble because Raw won the Royal Rumble last year, but everyone else on the card from Raw will probably win on Royal Rumble because it's right next to the 25th anniversary. It makes more sense
You
to do it
think
then.
Miz is going to be Baron Corbin?
I do. Also because Baron Corbin is suing the NFL and got into an argument with their head medical doctor. Like, I know they're petty enough to do shit like that.
Don't get me wrong. Mrs. Bay, Team Maurice. I really think it's going to be Baron.
I don't know.
End of days that shit.
I understand why you feel that way, but I think that WWE is petty enough, especially in these moments right now, that they would have Miz win. Especially because they want Raw to look strong. And, like, if every other SmackDown team is gonna win, Miz is the one to win. Especially because he's defending the wife of the honor of his pregnant wife. Like, that feels very much like a thing that WWE would give him.
I still think Corbin.
All right.
Charlotte versus Alexa. Poor Natty.
Poor Natty. This is an upgrade, though. Honestly, like,
Well,
this
yeah.
is a better fucking match. Also, like,
I also
was
don't
great.
know why Natty doesn't just default into Charlotte's position.
I don't either, because it's gonna be Paige. That's why.
Or Lana.
I think it's gonna be Paige, honestly.
Or Lana.
I mean, they told her straight up that she can't
Not you,
wrestle.
Lana.
It's not you, Lana. And also, we've
Oh.
aired this episode of Total Divas that says
Not you,
Nana.
Lana.
Cannot. Excuse me.
Charlotte wins. Obviously.
I think so as well.
Charlotte wins.
She has to.
There's no universe in which Charlotte loses.
Yeah, Charlotte has to win.
The Usos versus The Bar. This is another one where I think SmackDown's going to win.
Yeah, I agree. I think Usos are going to win this one as well. I think that's why they had the Bar win the titles, is because the Bar can lose to the Usos. The Shield cannot.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess in that case, it
And
makes
The Bar
me think,
won
like,
in a way that was like, whoa.
shifty, yeah.
Yeah, shifty.
So I feel like in that case, then I guess that I would go
I don't know,
Shield
this
over
little
New Day.
shadow has a bun on it. That makes me think it's Lana. I know that the shadow means nothing.
I put someone from NXT who's just like, I'm here now!
Would also be fine with that. But it's
But it's Paige.
Paige.
Which, fine, I want to see Paige. I miss
But then
Paige.
Paige has to lose?
No, Paige has to win. It's her return. Over
So
Foxy.
So somebody's going to pin Asuka?
No, someone's gonna pin Foxy.
It's an elimination match, dum-dum.
Oh, is it?
It's a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match.
I thought it was just whoever wins.
No. It's a traditional Raw wins.
Oh, you can also win by count out. Like,
Raw wins.
no, I think that means Asuka gets eliminated by count out. That she chases someone and beats the shit out of them to the point
That's
that they
fair.
both get counted out.
That could happen.
I think that will definitely
You
happen.
think SmackDown wins?
Yeah, I think SmackDown wins. If Charlotte wins the women's title, like that... See, this is part of it. I think that part of making SmackDown the A show and no longer the B show is making the women look very strong because they can do that. And you can return to Raw and have Asuka beat everybody's ass, especially if she loses by countout. You can have her come back and be like, fuck all of you! You all lost this for me! Fuck you all! Like, I can see that easily happening with the Raw team, whereas with the SmackDown team, I don't think that's possible. I don't think that they can lose and then have a storyline on Tuesday where they can, like, redeem themselves. I think Raw has that potential.
Unless it is Lana or Natty, and then Paige comes back on Tuesday and it's like, y'all fucked up
Yeah,
I'm
that's
here
true.
to save you.
That's true. That's a good point.
with my Glampire powers. Some of that merch is cute. I'm obviously going to buy some.
Wait, what?
It's a clothing line.
What?
It's a clothing line.
Who's a clothing line?
Paige's It's Paige, Rosamenda, Zahara, and somebody else. It's a weird, like, Lady Goth clothing line.
I did not know about this.
One of the shirts says, I want a goth daddy.
What?
Yeah, but some of them are cute with, like, just, like, vampire lips on it.
Okay. How do you not have any of this yet?
Because it's not open yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of the shirts says, I want a
wanna
goth
support
daddy.
Zahara, but
But I want to support everybody else. One says, like, kind of freaky. One is
kind
just,
of
like,
freaky.
One is just, like, a vampire lips.
I need that. I need a kind of freaky.
One
shirt.
is like a hoodie that's like a half hoodie with vampire lips, and I'm like into that.
What do you mean by half hoodie? Like a crop top or like a...
Yeah, like a crop hoodie, but it's like long sleeves.
Oh, I see. I was thinking a long torso, short sleeve crop top hoodie.
This picture bothers me so much. It's Paige, and she's got the kind of freaky hood or the shirt on, and like fishnets and like cute little booty shorts, but she's pulled the fishnets past the booty shorts.
Oh God,
which
I have to
like
say it.
fucking hate. It's like a burlesque no.
Oh my God.
No.
Why would you do that?
That's a no.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at this shirt. I was so distracted by her tights.
But look how cute this little hoodie is.
Oh, that is really cute.
I want
It's
that.
very like Rocky Horror Rolling Stones.
Yeah, it looks like my tattoo.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I want it.
I would rather buy that than fucking Birdie Beat's $48 fucking tank tops.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
want
would
to support
say,
them and they're so bad.
I almost put some on my Christmas list, and I was like, I'm not even gonna do
I
this.
didn't even want them. Whatever the lingerie. I want a slip.
Well, I like their like bralettes, but
They're fine. I have so many that I don't need any.
anyways, your team Raw, I'm Team Raw, your Team SmackDown.
Correct,
for the
yes.
women. Traditional 5-on-5 men's thing, SmackDown or Raw. In no universe does Raw lose? You have Braun Strowman, Finn, Samoa, Triple H, and Kurt Angle.
Remember last year at Survivor Series, Braun Strowman got eliminated by countout. I feel like
By James Ellsworth.
Yeah, I feel like that's another thing that's happening. Not James Ellsworth, but like that kind of same shenanigans shit can happen.
Because Team Bobby Roode's gonna win.
No.
But I guess there is Randy and Cena and Nakamura.
And yeah, exactly. And Shinsuke's on that team. And like,
I don't know, just looking at this picture, like, I would say Team Raw.
okay, if I'm going to pick any team to win for Raw, it's going to be the men's team to win Raw. Because I think... Oh, I'm so torn about AJ and Brock.
I think AJ is the only person they would allow.
I agree.
Brock to,
I think that AJ's the
beat Brock.
only person that they will let beat Brock. But at the same time, Brock's contract has been scheduled for months that it was going to be against Jinder. So he was anticipating winning. And so I think asking Brock to lose last minute is a big gamble. Like, of all...
Asking, though, like, he
But
is under contract.
It is
He does
asking,
have to say yes.
because no, he doesn't. If he doesn't do what they want him to do, are they gonna fire him?
They should.
They won't. They definitely won't. Especially in this like no stakes doesn't matter contest. Like, I think it is a lot to ask Brock to be like, hey, guess what? You thought you were gonna beat the shit out of this dude. LOL.
But
it's
it's
the
also...
biggest star in our company. I think creates a new set of standards for Brock that he has not felt in many years. And I think that that will elevate him because AJ elevates people. But at the same time, I think anticipating that Brock will agree to lose is also a gamble. Like, does Brock lose? When was the last time Brock lost a match? I honestly don't remember. It has been 3 years, 4 years. It's been a super long time since Brock has lost anything.
What's the point of switching the belt? If you're just gonna have
because it's
SmackDown
a better
lose,
match.
then why not just watch Jinder get suplexed to hell?
Because it's a better match. I think in the same way...
Since when does WWE care about when their matches are good?
I think they do now. I think honestly because they've like come to the realization that if we give you bullshit, you're not gonna watch it. And I think that over the last 2-3 pay-per-views, they've realized they've made a lot of very sudden changes and have been like, oh fuck, people are into this. People loved Finn and AJ. People loved seeing these like surprise matches at the last pay-per-view. And I think that that was a big wake-up call to them in a lot of ways, that they were like, oh, this is a big four. We kind of have to do this. And like Natty versus Alexa, Jinder versus Brock, that's not a big four pay-per-view. And so I think the upgrade to AJ was 1000% because it is a big four pay-per-view. Also, there have been a lot of rumors that Jinder is injured and Jinder's on fucking steroids. And so I think that that contributes to it. That they're like, we can have this great match. You can lose still. But it won't hurt you in a way that it would hurt Jinder. And also,
unless it like
fuck
actually
Jinder.
hurts
Unless
AJ.
it actually hurts AJ. But also, AJ's kind of the person who like can deal with it. Like, if AJ gets hurt, okay, AJ can do that. AJ doesn't need to continue on. If AJ got hurt right now and just had to be hurt and a trainer and a manager, like, he can do that. And that's a successful career in a way that would not happen with Jinder. If Jinder wrestled Brock and got hurt, as he would because he's not very good, like, that's it for Jinder. Like, that's kind of the end for him. There's no place to go past that. He would rehab for 9 months and then come back and be like, no one gives a fuck. AJ could rehab for 9 months and come back and everyone would be like, AJ Styles! Or he could become a trainer and become a part-time guy, and everyone would also be cool with that. I feel like there are less dangerous variables.
To throw him to the Sharks.
Yeah, kinda.
I don't know. I'm gonna say AJ.
I'm going Brock.
Fuck it.
All right. I hope it's AJ, but I'm going Brock.
Well, we talked about all the wrestling. We have a couple questions.
Okay, questions. Let's do it.
This is from DEO.
Yeah.
What's an unpopular opinion on a character/booking decision in WWE recently? Like, our opinion is unpopular. Is it an unpopular opinion to think that 205 Live is the best show they have?
It may be. It may very well be. That's a really good question.
It is a good question.
Unpopular opinion. Maybe. I don't know. I still think New Day is better as a heel team. They're great as a babyface team, but there is something about them
they're great at everything.
They're great at everything, but there's something about them as a heel team that I desperately miss. Like, seeing them be the aggressors on, like, Under Siege was great. I miss it. I miss them being able to be like, fuck you all. Like, I think that New Day as a heel team is better than New Day as a face team. And I think that may be an unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion. I like what they're doing with Jason Jordan.
I do too. I think they're building us in the right direction. I think it was a good decision to take him off the Raw team. I think it was a good decision to replace him with Triple H, which felt very random, but at the same time, it's like, my dad didn't care.
No, it felt like Stephanie was like, you're fucking this up, so I'm bringing in Triple H. That didn't feel random to me. John Cena felt random to me.
You're right. You're totally right. That did feel more random. I can't think of any other unpopular opinions.
The Shield is only good for fanfic.
Unpopular opinion. Fuck the Shield. I fucking hate the Shield. I got into an argument recently with someone who was like, oh, you're that fan. And I was like, yeah, I'm not your bitch. Fuck you. I hate the Shield.
I know, I retweeted that.
I hate the Shield.
Okay,
that makes me so angry.
This is from Crazy Chris 576.
Oh.
Do you think that any trio in other federations, other fed is what it said.
Oh, other feds, yeah.
Could measure up to the pure badass factor that is Haskins, Havoc, Haskins right now? That's a progress question. I don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, no. I don't know who that is either. I feel very...
Thanks for playing. I'm on chapter 4.
Very disappointed that we don't know. Lady J, also Courtney, please give us an answer to that, and we will report it at the beginning of the next podcast, because I don't know what the answer is to that.
Don't say that we're gonna report it. We're gonna forget to do that.
No, I will save it as a screenshot and I will put it in my Nire demographic notes.
Yeah, that is a progress question and I don't know what we're talking about.
I know.
I'm on chapter 4.
I know, I'm so behind in progress.
This one is from Joe_crack.
Read it anyway though.
F Mary Kill, Drew Boo edition, Drew Gulak, Drew McIntyre, Drusilla from Buffy.
I've never watched Buffy.
Drusilla's the best. It's a girl. She's a vampire and she's like super crazy. She like kills a bunch of people and is like, born now. La la la.
Oh, that's bored now? Okay. Alright. Marry Drew Gulak, fuck the vampire broad, kill Drew McIntyre.
You don't even know what she looks like.
I don't care.
That's,
she gets bored after killing people, I will bang that lady.
That's, I think that's her quote. Now I'm confused. That feels like a...
Listen, I want to marry Drew Gulak, okay? I understand that I'm married and he's married, but, like, let's make it happen.
Oh, it's not a Drusilla quote. It's a dark Willow quote.
Okay, I may retract that then.
But it's very much in her. I think also she said that. I think a lot of people on Buffy do that. Like, when they turn evil, they're like, we're going to murder people and say born now.
Okay, all right.
But also Drusilla is the best.
Okay, so what's yours?
Don't you even want to see a picture of Drusilla?
Well, yes, I do, but I assume that you have answers for this. I assume that your answer is that you would marry your Drew Boo and kill my Drew Boo and fuck this other Drew.
No, I would kill Drusilla. She would definitely kill me.
Oh!
She would 100% kill me. She's insane. She's insane even for a vampire.
That's why you fuck her and then move on.
No. You can't cross Drusilla. You killed Drusilla. I don't know if you can. You can. She dies. Spoiler alert.
Okay, well then I'll kill her and I'll fuck your Drew Boo and I'll marry my Drew Boo.
Yeah, vice versa. I'll marry mine and fuck yours.
Right? Like,
and kill the vampire because, like...
I want to fuck the vampire.
Unless I could, like... Well, no, then I guess I would...
She, like, agrees consensually to go in and be like, we're just gonna do this as a fuck thing and then you're gonna move on.
Okay, I would kill Drew Gulak, and then I would fuck Drusilla, and then have her turn me into a vampire, and then I would marry Drew McIntyre, but also turn him into a vampire.
Unacceptable. This is unaccepable.
And then we would be...
Fuck your vampire porn. Get out of here.
And then we would be vampire...
Get out of here. Get out of here.
For eternity.
No, get out of here. No.
For eternity.
You can't turn him into a vampire to be your husband. That's not how this works.
He will be my husband.
And then you'll turn him into a vampire.
Yeah, but like he marries me.
He's falling in love with you, and then you have this beautiful wedding, and then you get married, and then on your wedding night, you're like, bitch, you a vampire now!
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, alright.
It's essentially what I'm gonna do to Nick.
He already killed someone for you.
Which is a joke.
He did not actually do that.
But when I turn him into a vampire, he will have to kill for sustenance.
Yes. Well, I mean, he doesn't have to, but it's like, oh, man.
Like, you're probably gonna kill.
You're really gonna do that?
It's just,
You can turn all of your friends into vampires first, I guess.
but I don't know if I would need to be with that many of you for
We'll
eternity.
scatter. You can turn me and Mike into vampires, and we would scatter for sure.
There are some people I do not need to know are alive forever.
Oh, yeah, you could turn Emily and her husband into her future husband.
Andy would be a hilarious vampire.
hilarious. The three of us, Mike and
Which is
David.
Emily's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Emily! Also, we would be around for the 100-year opening and the release of Margaret Atwood's manuscript in the Norway Future Libraries. It turns into vampires. We'll be here for that. Thank you. Did you listen to Carly, your girlfriend, this week?
What?
Did you listen to Call Your Girlfriend this
No.
week? Anne Friedman interviews Margaret
I'm
Atwood. It's very good.
So behind in all podcasts that are not political. Political podcasts are... You have to stay up on them.
You gotta step off for like a week and a half and catch up.
I don't want to.
You have to.
I don't want to.
You have to.
I don't want to.
Call Your Girlfriend has been very good.
Well, I'm like 7 episodes behind.
Also, you should subscribe to She's All Fat. It's very good.
I don't have time for other podcasts. Unless it's a political podcast, I will not be
It's
subscribing.
political. It's about body positivity and how it's a radical political movement.
Okay,
It's like their
that's
main
political
focus.
in a way that I'm like not looking for. I'm looking for up to date like politics.
Yeah,
in
back
that.
off. You're gonna have a panic attack. One day
I'm
gonna...
not you. I'm fine.
No, Nick is gonna call me one day and be like, listen, Alexis had a heart attack and I really need you to come to the hospital.
No, I can
Be
consume.
like, she was listening to podcasts, wasn't she?
I can consume news media in a way that most people can't.
Ugh. The way that I listen to true crime podcasts and how it would give you a panic attack if you listen to all of them, the way that you listen to politics podcasts, I'm like, I would die.
Love it. I like constantly refresh my feed.
I refresh my feed every day for my
Is there a new
true
NPR
crime
politics?
ones.
Is there a new Vox? Is there a new Pod Save America? Oh, Crooked Media added a new political podcast. I will subscribe.
Oh my god, you're crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I love it. All right, that's it, I guess. 'Cause we don't
that's
have
it.
any new reviews because you are all trash.
Review us.
They're not going to review us if you use that voice.
How dare you?
You can find us on the internet. I'm at Stella_Cheeks.
I'm at Urgency.
You can find us at notyourdemographic.tumblr.com.
Did you forget our Tumblr name for a second?
Kinda.
I've been checking it lately just to make sure. You can email us questions, which you should do. We don't have any email questions. Email us.
Or just
at-
tweet it.
I mean, but also email us.
Emails get lost.
If
even
it's longer
cares?
than 280 characters, send us an email.
Well, yeah, that happened when we were on break.
Send us an email at notyourdemo@gmail.com.
When you are on Twitter, use the hashtag NotYourDemoPod.
Yes,
Because,
absolutely.
like,
Also,
Not Your Demo is not a helpful hashtag.
if you would like to get koozies and a card that I inked, then you can email us at notyourdemo@gmail.com.
And we'll just figure it out.
And we'll figure it out. Maybe someday we'll have a Patreon. God only fucking knows.
Who knows? You
It
can,
all exists. We just have to publish it.
it's at Cage Eyed Seats. Find us there.
Yes, they're fun. They're fantastic.
Find us on iTunes. Subscribe, rate, review.
Do it.
If you want to know our NXT thoughts, go to Cage Side Seats. Also, I did not watch Bound for Glory. I know there's no TNA in this episode. I don't know. Fuck
cares?
Alberto Del Rio. It really makes me not want to watch it. But I know.
Are we done with it again? Is it done again?
Well, he's back, so like now I'm like, but EC3 and like Rosemary. Ugh, so conflicted. Do we just fast forward? Ugh.
It's very, very hard. Anyone else have thoughts? Weigh in. At notyourdemo@gmail.com.
Aggressive. All right, Demis.
Yeah.
Oh. Is this his one? No, that's his old one. This is the new one. This one is so good. Oh no, that's Jack Swagger's. Where's Jack Gallagher's
Did
new
you
one?
say Jack Swagger's music?
No. Where's this one's? Oh,
No,
no, that's the old one. The new Jack Gallagher one is so good. Ugh. Jack Swagger's music was called "Get on Your Knees." I don't like that.
Ew. Ew.
I don't like that.
There is more to me, Queen Eliara of Elfgard, than my elven magic. Just as there's more to Geico than saving you money, Geico also gives you 24/7 access to licensed agents online, on the phone, or on the Geico app. And while I am a mighty elf queen, I am also a mighty big fan of barbecue potato chips. Minions! More smoky mesquite.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.